Now, let's talk about when and how we send out appointment confirmations and reminders. So number one, the moment there's an appointment scheduled through your point of sale system, AutoVitals is immediately sending out a confirmation to your motorist. One thing to be very cautious of, sometimes we move appointments in our point of sale system for carryover work. If we don't complete it today, we're going to move it to tomorrow. I need you guys to be cautious of that. AutoVitals is looking at appointments. We don't understand that you might be carrying work over. If, in fact, you're moving an appointment from one day to another, or you're moving it from one time to another, AutoVitals sees that as a new appointment, and we will send out confirmation appointment reminders to your motorist, so please be cautious of that. Now, when outside of point of sale system, when AutoVitals will send a confirmation about an appointment request would be when we see that you confirm the appointment through either A, confirming an appointment here, or B, doing that through your conversation center through your Google Calendar. Now, as far as appointment reminders go, we do two types of reminders, email and text. If you have an appointment that's scheduled 2 weeks or further in advance, your customer is going to get a reminder about 1 week prior to their appointment. In addition, they're going to get an appointment reminder 24 hours prior. If, in fact, you have an appointment that is scheduled less than 2 weeks in advance, let's say 1 week, your customer is going to get one reminder. It's going to be a text appointment reminder. In addition, they're going to get a text reminder the day prior. One thing to keep in mind, in order for AutoVitals to send an appointment reminder to your motorist, you must schedule the appointment at least 2 days in advance. If, in fact, the appointment is not scheduled 2 days in advance, we will not be able to send out an appointment reminder. Now, we've talked a little bit about the Google Calendar. Again, this is an area where you have visibility to any appointments that are scheduled, whether they're scheduled through AutoVitals and or your point of sale system. All appointments are automatically sent in here. If, in fact, you're not sure how to access your Google Calendar, as stated here, you can type in calendar.google.com and log in, or you can utilize the apps and do the Gmail credentials to log in. It is really important to make sure you have this calendar up so you have visibility of all appointments at all times. And again, in order for you to have the correct visibility and not a gray, box like I did, you need to make sure you're logged into your Google Calendar in the same browser as your Today's Vehicle page or your dashboard. The next area we're going to talk about is I want to show you what these appointment reminders look like and the information that is within the reminders. So we call these appointment reminders smart reminders. Your motorist can see in advance exactly what they're coming in for. In addition to that, any items that are currently due on the vehicle. Plus, if we're pulling in, there's future or declined services that we're pulling from previous inspection sheet, we can see that information as well. So let's take a look together. Number one is you're going to see, like you see here, if we're pulling information from previous inspection sheet, you're going to see if it's critical or future. You're going to see the topic, the observation, which would be the condition. Again, SmartFlow users, extremely important to make sure we edit these pictures because, again, we are going to re-educate the customer what we talked about on that last visit through an electronic communication. We want them to understand what we're showing them. Technician's notes made for the 6-year-old, very clear and concise so customer can understand it. And then in addition to that, we're going to gauge their interest. We are going to ask them, do you approve this recommendation? Do you want more information, or is this information not needed in time? There's a twofold benefit for you. Number one is your customer is given this information before they walk in your door, especially if it's been, let's say it's been 6 months since they've been there. Again, we're re-educating them and passing them back the information that was discussed at the last visit. The other fold to this and the benefit is your advisor also knows ahead of time what the customer is interested in and discussing items at drop-off to make the conversation more meaningful and less stressful for both you as well as your motorist. Now, where this information lies is on your Today's Vehicle page. You guys have an area that's going to show you today's appointments and a few others that we'll cover here shortly. What you see right here is you have a concierge button. These concierge buttons are going to tell you information. Number one is, as you can see here in this slide, we have this red circle. If it says NO, that's simply letting you know that the customer has not opened their communication. So this would be more of internal information for your advisor to know what's outstanding and information on that vehicle. Now, one of the worst things we could do is ignore these concierge buttons and not see information that our motorist is communicating to us. If in fact your motorist is taking action and telling you one of the 3 items you see listed in here, it is imperative. You're going to see a number here. You need to click on that, and that's going to let you know if in fact they've approved additional work, they need more information, or if they're telling you they don't need it at this time. This will again prepare you for that conversation at the counter. If they're approving additional work, you need to make sure that we're aware of that. If they want more information, we need to provide that information. And if in fact they told you they don't need it at this time, I would personally identify, has it been performed? Maybe my husband completed that. Did they go to another shop, or do they just not see the importance of correcting that? If they're truly declining it again and it hasn't been resolved, I would reinspect and present it again for an additional sell and show them the trends and the progression during the approval process.